Hey everyone, welcome to another movie review. Now, today is a very exciting day because I just got back from watching Avatar: The Way of Water and it was really, really good. So, let's go ahead and go over it. And this will be a little bit different than my other reviews as I'll try to break things down a little bit of what I've noticed through the film. So, once again, let's go ahead and talk about Avatar: The Way of Water.
Hello there, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and children.
So, if it's not obvious already, this is a sequel to 2009's Avatar. Of course, that was written and directed by James Cameron. This, as well, is written and directed by James Cameron. He has also done script number 3 and has finished script number 4, mind you, in this series. Now, it's been about 13 years since we've ventured out into the Avatar world. And with the 13 years comes great feats in technology as well as CGI. So, first off and foremost, the starring role and the cast are back from the first film. Of course, you have Sam Worthington as Jake. You have Zoe Saldana as Neytiri. You have Sigourney Weaver as Kiri. Stephen Lang as Quartic or Quarch. Kate Winslet is in this film, which was surprising. I didn't know. Then, of course, you have Cliff Curtis, Joel David Moore. But overall, like I said, there is an all-star cast to this. The kids who played the little Navi, Jake, and of course Neytiri's kids did wonderful. The chemistry for everybody was fantastic as well. There was not really any awkward moments, though, in my opinion. The Navi are very much like cats, so whenever they hiss, I just think it's weird, but that's my personal opinion. With that in mind, let's go ahead and dissect what I thought about the film, as well as some of the key features, such as CGI, the story, and such like that. So, right off the bat, let's start with the story. Now, as far as the story goes, this is a mixture between what the first film had and what the second film is bringing to the table, in which the story progresses. So, obviously, we set up in the Way of Water. And now it does, of course, start off with Jake and Terry teaching their kids on how to be warriors, as well as how to hunt, as well as they know that they're a mixture between the Navi as well as humans. And they do get teased about it later on, but they understand that in a way they are a mixture breed when it comes to the same elements, the same stories that is from the first one. It's not really needed. Basically, this film is about revenge. It's about adventuring out and finding more into the world of Pandora, which is wonderful. I love to see the different elements, different landscapes, give me different areas, different creatures, different individuals as well. As far as the Navi goes, I want to see different types of Navi, very much like Avatar in a way of the Last Airbender, where you have different characters in there to bend different elements. This film does it similar to where in the first one you had much more of the land and the air, where this one explores the ocean. And mind you, get into the CGI later, but it's wonderful. Now, you do have, of course, Corch coming back, wanting revenge on Jake. Now, as far as the story goes, there are very much heartstring moments with it progressing within the film. Definitely makes you kind of feel for the kids or make you worry about the kids, which is wonderful. But overall, as far as the story goes, it's a good pace as far as the action, learning, experiencing everything all in one. It was very well done in a steady pace. I don't know how long it took James Cameron to create this script, as he's already done the third and the fourth script. But overall, it was very well paced. And that was one of my biggest fears. I thought I was going to come out of it not really liking the story or comparing it to the first one, because let's face it, it's 13 years. It's kind of what we get for like reboots and remakes these days for films that were made that long ago. But regardless, it is a fun flick. The story was nice, as well as it adds a lot of humanitarian to it, as well as, of course, if you're a parent, a lot of heartstring moments to it too. So just be wary of that. Now, let's go to number 2, CGI. When it comes to CGI, like I said, it's been 23 years from the first film, and it's beautiful. I saw it in 3D as well as IMAX. IMAX would recommend it. 3D, you don't really need the 3D element to, of course, escape in the Pandora world. The 3D element that adds to it is only when, of course, you're enthralled and you're engaged with the screen, where you just have that tunnel vision. And then that's kind of where the 3D elements and concepts adds more depth to it. But really, you can get away with just watching it in regular 2D. You can just watch it in regular screen mode. But I would still recommend IMAX. However, as I stated, that's up to you guys on what your opinion is on that matter. But like I said, CGI, beautifully well done. There may have been one portion of the film where I can be like, okay, that was definitely CGI. But besides that, I couldn't really tell. I couldn't take from whether if the actors or actresses were actually in water or if it was CGI. I couldn't tell if the tree elements were actual trees like built up on the stage or if it was CGI. You can't really tell, and that's the beauty of the nature. And I can understand why James Cameron waited so long to do this, because when you have movies such as the elements between Finding Nemo, for an example, and then Toy Story 4, when it rains, it looks so well done now versus Finding Nemo. Why? Because CGI, everything gets a lot better. This, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell what was CGI and what was actually real. So it's very beautifully done, landscape-wise, the elements to it. It was beautiful. It was engaging. Now, let's go into, of course, number 3, the music. The music makes you feel like you're actually in the film. It makes your emotions feel wonderful as well. It fits so perfectly within it. And within the world of Avatar, it's exactly what you expect. It makes me not really a fan of the first one, but makes me a fan of this one and actually more of a fan of this series. And I do want to see more of what James Cameron has, of course, going on. I want to know what happens in the fourth one now. I hope he doesn't die between now and then, because I want to see what type of elements that he brings to the table. I do hope that it, of course, gets better and better and better. And from Zoe Salandin's experience in reading the fourth screenplay, she said that it's a beautiful masterpiece, and I want to see that. So, here's hoping to wanting to see James Cameron direct the fourth one, and hopefully we get to that point. Hopefully the CGI is to the point where he wants to continue now, rather having to wait another 13 years. But regardless, though, I love the flick. I enjoyed the flick. It's definitely a top-notch more than the first one by far, and that's, of course, CGI elements. That's talking about storyline. He's done so much better in this story than he did in the first one, in my opinion. Now, does it make you not, are there elements that you may disagree with? Yeah, absolutely. Is there a little drag? Not really, not from what I experienced, but that's my experience. It's not yours. So if you've seen it, let me know. What did you actually like anything as far as what we agree on, or did you actually disagree with stuff? I want to know, because I love to hear your opinions. I want to know more. So leave a comment, follow us on all social platforms. Make sure you stop by the merchandise store down below, because there is a link to the Sell Me the Movie t-shirt that you can wear yourself. Of course, record yourself while wearing it, and you may end up on one of the social platforms. You just never know. But regardless, I love the flick. I think you should absolutely see it in IMAX, and I look forward to many more that James Cameron has to offer in the series and this world. It's definitely a beautiful masterpiece. So that in mind, see you guys next time.